time for Cigar Talk, the fastest growing cigar show in the nation. Whether you're a new cigar enthusiast or a cigar aficionado, we have something for everyone, bringing you the best interviews, cigar reviews, and weekly giveaways. So grab yourself a cigar.
It's time to light 'em up.
Welcome back, Cigar Talk. I'm your host, Rob Jones, and we have the one, the only Bryant Falconer back in the studio as our regular co-host. How you doing today, Bryant?
Hey, man, I'm doing good. Doing good.
Man, I'm going to tell you right now, we missed you last week.
Yeah.
It was no fault of his own that he wasn't here. My work schedule's changed, and his church schedule did not change, so it didn't work out, but Bryant's back in the studio. We're glad to have you back, Bryant.
Hey, I'm glad to be back, man.
So
in the house.
What's been going on this
Hey,
week?
bro, just work, life. Man.
I know that's right, man. I tell you what, it's been a rough one for me at work because my coworker got promoted, and now he's my boss. Which is, that's a good thing.
Okay.
I really like this guy. He does a good job, and I'm proud that he got that position.
But now you have to take over everything?
Well, until we get his replacement, I'm covering everything.
You're the man.
Yeah.
You're the man.
And so we already found out who his replacement's going to be, which I'm super excited about. I really like the guy.
Oh, that's good, too.
Yeah, and I think he's going to be real good in that position. And so I'm excited about that, but he's not going to be here at least until April 1st, maybe longer than that. I'm on my own.
Yeah.
And so we had a lot of stuff going on this week, and I even had to work one of my days off.
Yeah.
So this is it.
I understand. I totally understand. Because I'm in the process of hiring a person right now.
So you're shorthanded.
Yeah, shorthanded. So I'm trying to find, good suitors, and it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. But the biggest thing for me has been, that work-life balance with my children, because I got a son that's in the military, and
right.
He's supposed to be going to Poland. I got a daughter that's in federal service that's in Cuba. I got a daughter that's graduating from high school.
Right.
It's just a lot of stuff that's going on right now, and I'm being hit with it, and it's just like, okay, where's my stick?
Right. Well, let me tell you this. Last night was the first. Well, yesterday I went to the Leaf twice because even though I was working my off day, I was able to work it from home.
Gotcha.
Because it was my off day.
Yeah, gotcha.
But I still took care of everything. But I went up to the Leaf early and had my coffee. And what did I smoke? Oh, I smoked a Padron 1926.
Way to enjoy your day.
Yeah, it was really nice. And then I went back and took care of all my work stuff. And then last night, I went up to the Leaf and hung out with our good friend Larry.
Yeah, yes.
And I hadn't been able to hang out with Larry and enjoy a good stick and some bourbon in a long time. So I went up there. I took a bottle of Dickel, the 12 recipe.
Okay.
And let's just say that bottle didn't make it back.
Wow.
Didn't make it back.
Wow. So you had you a good time.
But let me just clarify. It was not a full bottle when I took it.
Yeah. But it still was an empty bottle when you left.
Well, I didn't bring it back. So.
Yeah, I met up with Larry. We happened to cross paths while we were working.
No.
Because he told you about this.
Oh, you got to tell everybody. So they're both down in the same area traveling, and they meet up basically on the side of the road.
Yep.
And I said, well, where'd y'all smoke? And he said, we sat on the tailgate
of my pickup truck. Yeah.
Dude, the visual of you two sitting on the tailgate smoking a cigar in the middle of nowhere.
In the middle of nowhere. And
That
people were driving by, they looking like, what in the... Because Larry's 6'9".
Right.
I'm 6 feet and 6 feet wide at this time, too. But the point is, they were like, what? And then we just sitting there just having a conversation and smoking our sticks. And the bewilderment in their faces changed to like, you know what, that looks cool. And they just kept on going. It was like, man, it was an opportunity to unwind.
That's in your mind that you said that looks cool. That's not what they were thinking. They were thinking, what in the hell?
Dude. Now, there were those that were looking like, what are they smoking? Right? Those are brown and rolled. Come on now.
But I love that you guys, because he told me, he was like, hey, are you still in San Angelo? And you're like, no, I've already taken off. He's like, well, where are you at? And he said, oh, well, you're just up ahead of me.
Yep.
And then y'all pull over
He
and
said,
enjoy a stick together.
He hit me, he said, well, if you had a couple of sticks, I said, bro, I travel with sticks.
Right.
I don't leave home without sticks. He said, well, we pulled over. He bought the teas.
Yeah, he said y'all were drinking tea.
He bought the
smoking
teas,
stogies.
and I had the sticks. So
Yeah, that's a great story,
that's
man.
how you do it, man. That's life.
That is the way
That's
you do
life,
it.
man.
You're, 80 miles from home.
Yeah.
You pull over on the side of the road,
And just like,
smoke a stick.
and enjoy the
That's-
rest of the day.
That's awesome, man. So let's talk about what we're smoking.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm currently, and we've been, sitting here shooting the breeze
Yes, sir,
for the
man.
last almost hour. We were going to start earlier.
Getting prepared. Yeah.
So anyway, I'm smoking a McAuliffe Medallia, which that's one of my very go-to cigars, but I'm to the final third of it. So before the show's over, I'm going to be lighting up a different cigar. Okay. So I know what you're smoking because when you got here, I gave it to you.
You put it in my hand.
Tell everybody what you got.
Day number 2. Beautiful. Everything about it.
Yeah.
Everything about it. Except I almost lit the foot label by mistake.
Those tricky bands.
Yeah, man.
Those
I'm like,
tricky bands.
man, come on now. Yeah, but it's enjoyable. It's totally enjoyable. And I'm drinking which coffee is this again?
That is the Guatemalan.
Guatemalan, yeah.
And I tell you what, it's good.
Yeah,
it's
good. Perfect for this. It really is.
I wouldn't say that it's my favorite, but there's nothing wrong with it.
Mm-mm.
And there's a lot of coffees that when I drink it, I'm like, ooh, that's a little too acidic or that's a little bitter.
Mm-hmm.
The Guatemalan's good.
Guatemalan. I love that Kenya AA.
I know you love the Kenya
Sumatra.
AA.
Oh, man, because I got that.
Dude,
back.
you got a bag of Sumatra at home.
Hidden.
Let me tell you guys something. I have not had a bag of Sumatra in like 2 weeks because they're out.
Yeah.
And so, which is good because I found a new love.
You were able to peruse other beans.
And I've drank it before, but after I drank a whole bag of it,
I got you.
I was like, this is my new favorite.
Which one is that?
The Costa Rican.
Costa Rican, yeah. Okay.
It's just so silky smooth.
It is.
And it's not bitter. It doesn't have the acidic. Like, to me, the Kenya AA has a lot of acidity.
I just need that
You
caffeine
just want that
boost.
power punch.
Yeah, man. Dude, that's like a Pac-Man getting that big pellet, man. You just like waka 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 for a while. Man.
I thought you were going to say it's like Pac-Man making an interception.
No. Oh. There you go.
Pac-Man Jones.
We're leaving that alone for right now.
Dude, Pac-Man Jones played for the Cowboys for a short stint.
Anyway, everybody makes mistakes in their lives.
Because the Cowboys love taking in trouble players.
Yes.
But I think when he left the Cowboys, he actually got his business
He
together.
did. He rode it out with Cincinnati for a while, man.
Yeah.
For a while. I actually thought he was out the league and watched the game. I was like, wait a minute, Pac-Man still playing?
Right.
Like, dog. And then was still playing on that level.
Right.
That's what got me. I was like, dude, this dude is still playing.
Right.
Wow. He started out as a Titan, man. A Tennessee Titan.
Yeah, way back.
Yeah.
I mean, how old was he when you saw him and didn't realize he was still playing? Like
In his
40?
30s. Yeah, almost his 40s. Yeah, late 30s, almost his 40s. That's just like, I don't know if you don't like basketball anyway. You just love the Mavericks, everything Dallas. But Vince Carter is still playing, man.
Not everything Dallas. I go for the Astros.
Oh, okay. Dallas don't have a baseball team.
Texas Rangers.
Dude, anyway.
The Cowboys
The
Stadium.
Strangers.
Hey,
the Texas Strangers.
The Cowboys Stadium is right next door to the Texas Rangers.
Anyway, that is the most. I've been to 2 Rangers games, and I wore the opposing team's paraphernalia in both of them. And guess what? Those teams won. I was hated. I was hated in 2011 because I wore all my Cardinals gear.
I'm surprised you didn't get your ass kicked.
I wished. I wish because that was 2011. I was still in that cop mode, man. Bring it.
So we're smoking good stogies.
Yes, sir.
We're drinking good coffee.
And what's the name of today's show?
Unscripted. Just so everybody knows, usually we have a big board up that has all the topics that we're going to cover. Mm-hmm. And today, it's just kind of like a lazy Saturday. And if you guys didn't see the picture I posted on Instagram, I'm smoking in my pajama pants and my Christmas shirt.
True.
What does my Christmas shirt say?
You serious, Clark?
Yeah, I'm a big...
I walked in and saw that. I was like, this dude is wild.
Hey, you know what? When I walked out of the house, my wife was like, "You're gonna wear that?" And I was like, "Hey,
there are no cameras in there.
I'm comfortable.
I hear you.
I got my red flannel pajama pants on and a red bright Christmas shirt on with reindeers."
Sitting back with a stick in his hand. I was like, this dude is serious.
Yes.
Man. He's enjoying himself. That's what it's about.
Absolutely. Hey, well, let's talk about Macalla for a minute.
Hey.
We're both smoking Macalla.
Hey.
Because and I tell you what, I smoked one of those Leyendas yesterday.
Uh-huh.
That is a good stick.
It's a good stick.
And you know what I like about it? It's a surprise.
Oh, yeah.
The way it finishes strong.
Oh, yeah. It gives you that smoothness all the way to that last third, and then that last third lets you know you are smoking a Macalla.
And I forget.
You are smoking a Macalla.
I sometimes I forget about the Leyenda because I am so
on the medallions.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I can't get off the medallion.
No, yeah.
I can't.
That's your fix.
It is.
Your
It's
fix.
like I know that whenever I smoke the medallion, it's going to be near perfect.
That's
every time.
That's your layup stick. You
Yes.
know, every time you know what you got. You know how to everything about it is perfect.
Let me just say this though: if you've ever seen me play basketball, that's not the analogy that you would give. You know what I mean?
Oh,
because let me tell you what:
goodness.
when I was in junior high, we had basketball tryouts, and after I got done doing my thing, the coach said, "Congratulations, you made the wrestling team."
I can see that.
Hey,
I
but
can see that.
wrestling was awesome. I
Man,
loved wrestling.
I loved everything about wrestling except making weight. They used to put us in plastic bags. They make you wear a plastic bag, and in Lincoln they had this room. It was actually a stairwell, but they could enclose it. It had a heater in there, and they would put us in that room and turn the heat on both floors.
And just how long did you have to stay in there?
Man, you had to run the steps until you made weight.
Ooh.
And you come out there, you take that plastic off, and it'll be a flood going down the hallway, and they'd put you on the scale. Oh, you need to lose 1 more pound. Oh, come on, man. You got to put that stuff back on there and run back. Dude.
Let me tell you what. I remember, like, I never had a problem making weight. I wrestled in the 165 class, but there was like, we went to one school. They didn't have anybody in the 165 class. So they had someone in the 175 class, and they said, "Hey, you want to wrestle that guy?" And I was like, "Yeah."
You going up.
That dude was the state champion.
Oh.
And it went down to the very final seconds, and he beat me.
But the point was, you wrestled up.
Yeah.
A state champion up. And you took it all three.
All three right to the last seconds.
Yeah,
and I thought I had him.
Yeah, you had
but
skills.
I didn't.
Oh.
I mean.
Not for 170. Not for 170.
Well, I mean, and he was a strong guy.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's enough about that. Nobody wants to hear about my glory days in high school because there weren't very many. Let me tell you that.
I hear you.
So anyway, let's talk a minute about what we've been smoking this last week.
Go ahead.
So, I've been on a real big Padron kick.
Okay.
It's like I've been trying a few different ones that I haven't had, but I've been smoking. I smoked the 7,000. I smoked the 6,000.
Okay.
I smoked the 1926 yesterday.
You said that.
And then I smoked the 1946.
Okay.
So, I've been all over the place, all over the Padrones. And then I smoked a new one yesterday up at the shop. I don't know if you've had one yet. It's that diesel stick.
No, because I was there when they got them, and he hadn't priced them yet, and I hadn't been back. So,
yes.
How was it?
It was really good.
Yeah.
It was really good. Now, I will say this. It's bigger ring gauge than what my comfort zone is, but the draw was perfect.
Cool.
It's hard for me to find a cigar that I think the draw is perfect because, I like it to be semi-easy,
but not too easy.
Just a little resistance.
Yeah.
That's the perfect draw to me. And so anyway, it was really nice. That's an AJ Fernandez blend.
Is.
And then I smoked an Experiencia from McAuliffe. That was a birthday stick.
That's a good birthday stick.
It was a good birthday stick. It was definitely. I hadn't had one of those in a while.
Yeah, because the last time I had one was the Fort Worth Festival.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's been a while, but I remember that's a good stick, man.
Oh, dude. You know, that is pretty close to my love of the Medallia, but it's not in the 6x46. Nah. And that size, that ring gauge 46, man, it's just perfect.
Perfect for you now. I got you. I got you.
When I go into a cigar shop, I'm looking at ring gauge before I look at the cigar.
I got you.
I don't look at the name of the cigar. I'm looking at that's too big. That's too big. That's too big. And then I see one that's about 46. I'm like, okay, what's that? Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, I don't want to smoke that. So then I go right back looking at ring gauge.
I got you.
You know what I mean? So what have you been smoking this week? Tell me what y'all smoked on the side of the highway on the tail of your truck.
I smoked a... What was it? I had a Roma Craft knuckle dragger.
Yeah, was that the Intemperance?
Yes.
Okay.
And I gave him a Aquitaine. I think it was the HDK.
Okay.
He liked that. He really did because he had never smoked one of those before.
Okay.
And he actually smoked. He said, "This is a good stick." He said, "It surprised me." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Roma Craft has some good sticks, man."
And I'll tell you this: I'm impressed that you whipped out a good stick on the side of the road.
We're not going there because that gave a visual that was just not.
Hey,
send the kids home.
That's not the visual.
You said I whipped the stick out on the side of the road.
But you may tell you what, I love the visual of you two sitting on
the back of my pickup,
back of the truck, with your feet dangling down.
Well, his feet ain't dangling down. He's 6'9".
Hey, but like two school kids.
Yeah, it was just like that. Man, just sitting back there, just chilling, oblivious to everything that was going on.
Right, cars driving by,
and it was like,
yeah,
that was cool,
awesome.
Man. I also had the Punch Chop Suey this week.
I smoked one of those a couple of weeks ago.
Good stick, man.
You know what? I thought it was a value stick.
That's what I was going to say. For that price, the $6 price, it's a perfect stick for that price value.
Yeah, but you know, I'm not a Lancero guy.
You're not. I know you're not.
And you know, I'm going to say this. Last year when they came out with the egg rolls, they knocked it out of the park.
I still have
one. Do you really?
Right
you know
here.
what? I saw somebody posting those online not long ago, and I was like, where the hell are you getting those?
This is the last one I had from last year.
That's a great stick.
And it's still sitting inside here with 2 Bovita packs on it.
Nice. Well, you know, I saw somebody posting those not long ago, and I was like, where the hell are you getting those?
It's hard to
because
find them, man.
Punch really knocked it out of the park with those.
They did.
But anyway.
I got one left.
So we got off track.
But my third, let me get to my third.
Get to your third.
My third was the Blue Line cigar.
Oh, okay.
Great stick, man. Creamy, cinnamon, nice little soft cinnamon taste throughout, and then it hit the peppers with me on the end. I liked it. I really liked it. It's a good stick to me.
I didn't care for it.
Okay.
I mean, you know.
Because of, and I understand because of your palate, it wouldn't be for you.
Yeah. And you know what? He sent me 3.
You got any more?
I got one in the humidor.
Give it up.
All right, I'll give it to you. You know what? And he asked me if I liked it, and I told him I didn't.
Okay.
I told him, well, I didn't say I didn't like it. I said it was okay. Mm-hmm. I mean, it wasn't a bad stick.
It's not. It's a good stick to me because it hits my palate.
Right.
It's perfect for my palate. The creaminess, the cinnamon, and that black pepper, I love.
So, but here was my thing, and this is what I told him. I said, you know what? I pulled one out right when you sent them. I smoked it. I didn't
give it time enough to.
And I said, so I put one in the humidor. I'm going to let it age, and I'll re-smoke it, and then I'll let you get back to you. But I'll give it to you.
I'll smoke it for you.
Yeah, you already like it. I know you like it.
Yes,
and I would just soon you enjoy it.
Oh, I will enjoy it. I'm telling you, I will enjoy it.
All right.
It's a good stick.
So we got a sidetrack though.
True.
And skipped though because we're going unscripted. But
I love it.
Anyway, let's go back to McAuliffe. 4 to 42.
This week, I told you earlier, the No Name.
Yeah, let's talk about the No Name.
I smoked the No Name, and I truly liked that stick. I did, to the point where I bought 2 extras. I have 2 friends. One everybody knows of, Junior. and he's back in California. So I sent him one. And I have a friend, Eric Smallwood, that I grew up with. He's in Tallahassee, Florida. And he's like, man, I can't find that sticker. I said, don't worry about it. I got you. And I sent it to him. He smoked it last night, and he put it on he has a little podcast, Sips with E. And I can't even remember what he was sipping with. So he said, man, I love this thing. He said, where can I find it? I said, if your brick and mortar doesn't have it, you got to get in contact with whoever the McAuliffe representatives are. These are my words, or become an ambassador. And then you can talk and they'll hear you. He said, how do I do that? And I told him what to do.
Nice.
And that's what it's about.
And what did he say about the stick?
He said he loved it, man.
Nice.
He said he loved the smoke. He loved all 3/3 of it. He said the creaminess, it hit him with the nuttiness. He said then that pepper popped up. I said, yeah. He's, oh, man, I got to find out what that drink was he had with it. Go ahead, because I'm going to find that drink.
I enjoyed it, and what I liked about it was the third.
Third? Mm-hmm.
The third, when the spice kicks in.
Oh, yes.
I was like, wow. So when the third kicked in, it made me sit back, take notice, and relax.
Yes, sir.
You know what I
Sir.
mean?
Yes, sir.
And you know where I smoked it?
Where?
Right out on my patio. And all I had was a glass of tea and my cigar. I didn't have my phone with me. I just kicked back, and I really enjoyed smoking it. You know what I mean?
That's cool,
And so I came up with a couple of more names. I thought maybe they would be interested in calling it the El Roberto Jones.
To put Robin in there. Rob.
El Roberto Jones. Whenever
What the hell is this?
What
the hell is this? That's what he was drinking with it.
That's MSL.
Single barrel?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he drank with it.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good stuff. Yeah. Now, he does a show of whiskey.
Sips with E. Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice. So he does drinking and cigars. Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah. What's the name of his show?
Sips with E.
Sips with E.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, if you guys want to try another podcast about cigars and drinking, who doesn't? Try Sips with E.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, we need to have him on the show sometime.
I had to catch up with him.
Yeah.
Have him get in contact with you so we can try to get him on the show.
Well, what's he doing right now? No, just kidding. Get his ass on the show.
I was trying to think, what is he doing right now?
So
Unscripted.
But anyway, let's go back to, you need a lighter. Here you go, sir. Anyway, McAuliffe line, 4 to 42, a price point for everyone. And then right now, if you're not an ambassador, you should be an ambassador because you're missing out on this awesome thing they're doing. For the ambassadors, they've come out with a cigar that they have not named.
Tell the truth.
They've sent it out to the shops and letting everybody smoke it, and then you decide what you would like it to be called, and then they're putting up a poll so that the ambassadors can actually vote on the name.
Yes.
And I was already told that me and you are not allowed.
I was told that too.
I was like, because I really thought that the El Roberto Jones would make a great name for a cigar. You know what I mean?
Dude, would get.
What are you smoking? No. I'm smoking the El Roberto Jones.
That doggone Robert. That Rob. I'm smoking that Rob right now.
Let me tell you something. Well, no, it has to do with work. We're not going there. Mm-hmm. But anyway, let's talk about the big C. And I'm not, I'm not talking crazy.
I know. Okay.
I'm talking the Corona.
I know what you're talking about.
People have lost their minds.
Yesterday, as a joke, I went to work, and I used to be an asbestos investigator for the state of Texas. So I have all these respirator masks and everything that I still have. And I went to work with one of my masks on.
Nice.
Folks was looking like, what the? The look on people's face was what I was going for, and I got it.
Hey, well, did you see the two guys that showed up to a baseball game in the hazmat
suits?
The
hazmat suit. And see, I was mad because I had 2 cases of those Tyvek suits.
Yeah, that would be great.
I gave them away.
Oh.
Now I'm looking back like, man, I wish I still had those suits.
Well,
I'd have showed up yesterday in a full Tyvek with a respirator on, man. You know what that would have done?
Oh, yeah. Hey, well, let me tell you something. You know, I'm not a panicky guy.
Me neither.
But I do believe in taking precaution. Let's not just throw caution to the wind. and put myself out there.
That's true.
You know what I mean? I agree with shutting down the concerts, the rodeos, the festivities.
Because you have people that will not, that are so selfish they don't care.
Right.
You know you're sick. But I want to see the.
Well,
so what? Stay at home.
But some people may not even know they're sick.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the symptoms are very, very light.
Yes, but there are those. The problem is always those that know they're sick and their selfish mindsets are, I don't care.
Well,
I still want to do this. I still want to do that. It's just like when the ice storm, Texas.
yes.
Abilene.
Yes.
When the ice storm hits,
Everybody gets out on the road.
thank you. They can't drive when it's dry.
I know. Trust me.
Let alone when it's ice and they hit the road.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Thank
And
you.
I get your point.
That's my point.
So, but and a lot of people don't understand this is the cancellation of these big events is not that they think everyone's going to die.
No.
It's that
Safety.
not just that, but if more people get it than what are already getting it, where do they go? They go to the hospital.
And now they're overrun.
Right. Let's not overrun the hospitals
the
unnecessarily.
mindset. Yeah, that's the mindset.
So I understand, and I understand the flip side to that is like the Houston Stock Show and Rodeo. People make their entire living for the entire year from that 1 week.
Bruh, you have people that the NBA is shut down.
Oh, yeah.
There are people that is their job.
Right.
And I'm not talking about the basketball players. I'm not talking about the basketball part of it. I'm talking about the stadium workers.
Right.
The people the concession workers, the maintenance. They are not working now. But I truly appreciate this is what I didn't have a love relationship, love relationship for Mark Cuban, but what he did.
I don't know what he did.
Oh, he's helping. He's going to pay the people that
That run everything.
everything in that stadium.
Hey, I like Mark Cuban. He's a good dude.
That right there, and then Zion Williams, 19 years old, plays for the New Orleans Pelicans. He's doing the same thing down there.
Well, let me tell you
19 what 19-year-old with that much money you think I'll pay that make sure that they got money? That's a different mindset.
That's awesome.
That's a different
Well, let
mindset.
me tell you this. When Mark Cuban first bought the team back in the late 90s,
Okay.
whenever Dallas had a ice storm, this is the first time any owner had done this. He sent limousines to the house of every player to pick them up so they wouldn't have to drive in it.
That's good.
Dude,
That's good.
That's his mindset. So it does not surprise me at all that he would take care of his people.
That's good. That's good. That's a mindset looking past myself, looking at others. That's looking at others. Yeah. I can understand that. It has truly changed my mindset on Mark Cuban, man. It really has.
I think you see unfortunately, you see the best and the worst of people when they, have a crisis. And even though it doesn't feel to me like we're in a crisis, all you got to do is like pull up Facebook and you think we're in a crisis because that's all that people are talking about. We're talking about it.
Yeah.
And so
it is something that needs to be addressed, but it is not to the point where you need to just, people are losing their minds over it.
Well, here's the thing.
The toilet paper situation.
Well, here's the thing. If long as people are sensible and not let this get out of hand, we're good.
Yeah.
I think. But I watched a documentary on the Spanish flu of the 1918.
Yeah.
They didn't cancel anything.
Well, no.
They had, and you know the story. So, do you know where it started?
No.
Okay, it started in Kansas.
Okay.
At a military base. So it was a training facility for the military.
Okay.
So whenever they get done training, they ship these guys out all over, and then they spread it.
And that's where.
So it was really more military than anything.
Yeah.
And the war ended. And then what did they do? They brought all these soldiers home and had parades across the entire nation.
And they walking through and breathing and putting it all out there for everybody.
And do you realize in October of 2018, 200,000 Americans died because we didn't do that.
Yeah.
And, of course, they didn't know that it was a virus. And because at that time they didn't have the technology to even know a virus. So they actually didn't know how to combat it. And by having parades with military guys that had it everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just a disaster.
You caused the pandemic.
Yeah, really, you did. But anyway,
That's the beauty of technology and growth, because now there's no. I mean, look at the steps that are being taken now to ensure that the stuff doesn't get passed on. You know, there are a lot of people that have an issue with technology. I don't.
Oh,
I don't.
no.
I
Well,
don't.
hey,
growth.
let's talk about technology for a minute. So, if you're anywhere in the Abilene area or you want one, you can contact Jay, because this is great technology.
Oh, yeah.
So, we talked about it several weeks back, the Cigar Medic.
Yes, sir.
And the thing about the Cigar Medic is it has two little prongs, just like a cooking thermometer almost.
Yes, sir.
And you take the cover off, the two prongs are exposed, and you stick those two prongs in the foot of the cigar. Mm-hmm. And when you do that, it tells you the humidity level of the cigar.
Yes, sir.
And
so you know what you're getting right away.
That is an amazing invention.
Yeah, technology.
I mean, exactly. And so, I mean, they're $30, I believe. And if you want one, you can send me a message or just call the Leaf in Abilene, Texas direct, and they'll ship it to you.
Yes, he will.
And I mean, I'll tell you what I love, and this is something I didn't know. By using the Cigar Medic, I realized in my humidor, which I have a pretty good size humidor, I need to be rotating where my cigars are, because different parts of my humidor are more humid than the other parts. I had one stick that was like 70, which is perfect. Anything from 64 to 72. But down at the very bottom of my humidor, I had a cigar that was 52.
Okay.
And that's not good.
That isn't.
So
now you rotate your stock and put it in a different area. So now the ones that are like 70, 72, you can put down there for a little while and you're not worried about.
So that's what I'm doing now. And I have the benefit of being able to check them at any time.
Oh, yeah, because you got that.
So, and then here's the other thing. If I have a Cigar Medic in my pocket and I go into a cigar lounge, I'm taking the stick before I buy it.
Yes, sir. You know what you're getting.
Right. And if any cigar shop has a problem with me checking it, then I'm probably not going to be shopping there.
Yeah, because they already had a problem.
Right.
What are you trying to hide?
So I think, speaking of technology, I think it's a great product. The guys over at Cigar Medic have knocked a home run with this product. You don't really see a lot of new technology when it comes to the cigar industry. This one should be product of the year outside of a cigar.
Especially for the price point.
Oh, $30?
Especially for the price point.
I mean, you get to make sure that your cigars are actually well taken care of.
For those of us that travel, you out somewhere and you need your stick right then and there. You walk into a brick and mortar.
Boom.
70%. Yes. Pay for it, walk out.
Hey, you know what? I want a Cigar Medic, but I want a coffee medic. I want to be able to check my coffee beans. You know what I mean?
Check the acidity of them.
I'm gonna tell the Cigar Medic guys to get their scientists on that.
Get them on that.
I need that, and then I need them to create some kind of a bourbon medic.
Man, I can see.
So
people,
I can see if I like it.
I can see people at Starbucks now with their coffee medic.
Exactly. I'm gonna stick those in my beans. So,
oh man, that's cool.
Anyway, guys, we're going to take a quick break. I got to get another cigar. I finished my Medallia, and Bryant brought me the Roma Craft Baca,
yes, sir,
which he promised me like 4 or 5 weeks ago.
It was not 4 or 5 weeks ago.
It was 4 or 5
it
weeks
was 2 weeks ago.
But anyway, I thought you welched on me.
No, sir.
I'm going to say it right up front.
I'm glad.
I was like,
I am a man of my word.
You know what? When you brought it and you gave it to me, I was like, wow. Because I had already decided that I was never going to get to smoke that.
See?
So,
see?
I appreciate you bringing
Just
that over.
hold on. You got to have patience, bro. You got to have patience.
I have a little. I don't have a lot. I got a little.
As we see.
Hey, guys, we'll be right back after the break. Don't go anywhere. All right, guys, thanks for hanging through the break. Rob and Bryant's back with you. We got cigars. We're smoking. I spilled my coffee all over me.
Yes, sir.
Here's a little tidbit. The studio is our smoking lounge.
Yes, sir.
It's pretty dim in here. There's one light hanging up, and it doesn't put out much light.
It's perfect. If you've ever been to a pool hall,
yeah,
that's what it looks like.
It's real dim. But anyway, our table is black. All of our equipment is black. My coffee mug is black. My pitcher of coffee is black. The laptop is black. I mean, and you can't see any of it. Anyway, I reached over, didn't see my coffee mug because it's also black, and I knocked a whole cup of coffee on my red flannel PJs.
And if we'd have been taping, you'd have heard a whole lot.
Oh yeah, it was hot. It was hot. So anyway, be glad you didn't get to hear that.
Yes.
So anyway, during the break, Bryant gave me a Baca from Roma Craft. I've not smoked one of these, and they're actually pretty hard to find.
Yes.
They're hard to get. And so first of all, say thank you, Bryant, for giving me this stick. This is, and you know what? I'm enjoying this. I used to be a huge Roma Craft guy. I still enjoy it from time to time, and this one is really nice.
Okay, how was the draw on it?
Perfect.
Good.
Perfect. I used my deep V cutter.
Okay.
And the draw has just enough resistance, not too much, and it's a perfect draw.
Cool.
And like I said earlier, that's hard to find when you get that perfect draw.
It is.
But when you find it, you know the construction is going to be perfect.
Off the bat. Yes, sir.
So anyway, hey, well, let's get to the AJ giveaway.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dude, I almost spilt my coffee again.
I think you need a lighter cup.
I'm going to have to get a white coffee mug. But anyway, this week's AJ winner. And you haven't met Hector yet.
No, sir.
The AJ rep for Texas.
I've seen him a few times, but
I think
we never sat down.
He's going to be in town tomorrow or Monday.
Okay.
We'll get together and smoke with him.
Let me know.
He is a great guy.
Yeah. Yes.
Anyway, Hector, we can't wait to see you. But anyway, this week's AJ giveaway winner for the Fernandez giveaway is DD Torres. That's spelled DEEDEE Torres.
Hey.
So
DD.
Congratulations, DD. We here's the thing: you got to email us, and in the subject matter or in the subject line, put AJ winner.
Yeah,
that's all you got to do, and then give us your mailing address, and you have to do that before this coming Sunday at 1800 for you non-military guys at 6 p.m. Central. And that's how easy it is to win. Easy. And then if you want to win and you haven't registered yet, we do a drawing every single week.
Every show.
And I got to tell you, your odds of winning are pretty good because I want to say only about 1/3 of our listeners have registered.
That's true.
So your odds of winning are pretty high. And
who doesn't like anything free?
Especially whenever we're reaching into the personal Cigar Talk cigar vault.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We're sending out our personal cigars.
Yes.
And it's just a gift to those who register and we call your name. It's a gift from us to you.
Appreciation, man.
And so I know you're going to enjoy these AJ sticks. Man, I've been all over some AJ now. Man, the Enclave. In fact, last week I gave a Cameroon Enclave to Paul, and you know how big of an AJ guy he is. He flipped out over the Cameroon because he never had one before. And so
that's cool though.
Yeah, he's been smoking AJ longer than I have, and he had never had the Cameroon. And it was
so for you to gift him with something that he hasn't from a line that he adores.
That's his go-to.
Yeah, that's appreciation.
Yeah,
man. Cool.
He flipped out.
That's cool.
And I love the Enclave.
Sometimes
I like
you
the
a
Maduro.
good dude, man.
You know what? Don't let that get around. Don't tell anybody. But
just put it on the podcast. It's going worldwide.
Man,
sometimes you're a good
dude. So anyway, congratulations, DD. Send me an email. We'll get your sticks sent out to you.
And when you get them, take your picture, send it back to us.
Right. And you know what? Somebody did send me some pictures. I got to get those posted.
Please.
I haven't done that yet. I need to get that done. And also, I haven't seen this week's review from Cigar Eyes, which is Jamie Stevens.
Yes, ma'am.
So we should be getting that anytime. Today's Saturday. So
we got enough time.
It usually comes out Saturday or Sunday. Yeah. But she's been doing a bang-up job.
She's handling her business, bro.
If you haven't gone by our website and checked out her reviews,
she's handling business.
Yeah. And you know what? I love the fact that she smokes different sticks just like we do.
Yes.
You know what I mean? She's not stuck on one cigar.
She's out there. She enjoys cigars, man.
Right.
Yes.
And, you know, her humidor is more full than her husband's.
That's speaking to something.
Exactly.
That really is. That's speaking to something, man.
So we want to say thank you to Jamie. She's doing a great job. If you haven't gone by our website, just go by on the homepage and you'll see a link down like 2 or 3 that says cigar reviews. Yeah. Jamie's doing those.
Yes, she is.
And she is knocking it out of the park.
Hey, congratulations, man. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah. So anyway, let's talk about the air purification.
You need them.
Dude.
You need it.
I mean, it's just night and day in here.
You need it.
And so, we talk about it a lot because I think it is super important. I mean, I can't imagine what we were sitting in for the first year out here.
It makes you want to have had a picture back then versus now.
Right.
And truly the only difference is the purifier that we have now. That's the only difference. You've gone through two different ones since then.
Yeah, we went through the Honeywell,
and it did some things.
It did something.
Some things. But this Metafire purifier, man, dude,
lights out.
It's worth it.
Absolutely,
it's worth it, man.
And I have talked to a couple of guys that have also bought them, and they say night and day. And one of them has the Rabbit.
Oh,
and the Rabbit is super expensive, and he said that was trash. Yeah, he spent $500 on a nice, pretty unit that hangs on the wall,
and
it's trash.
Wow!
And so the Metafire blows it out of the park.
That it speaks to it, you know. That Honeywell,
I gotta tell you, the Honeywell I bought used on Facebook for $25.
Yeah, so
it's like $150 unit.
So you got your money,
dude. When I pulled the filter out of that thing, it was not only black, it was hard.
You should have got your $24.99 and change.
I did,
bruh. I mean, it's a total difference. The clarity, the ability to just sit here in this room now, and we've both been smoking for a couple of hours now, and you still. I'm able to read the boxes still on the wall. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Back then, there was some boxes that were blending in like that. My father's right there.
Yes.
It's the same color as the wall. It was blending in because you couldn't see it because of all the smoke we had.
Right.
In there. And it was just me and you.
Right. And we've been smoking for 2 hours straight, and it's clear as day in here.
It's clear up in here, man.
So
it's worth it. I'm serious. It's worth it.
And you know the thing about Metafire is they have all different size units, all different prices.
Yes, they do.
They have ginormous ones like what we have. They have small ones for smaller rooms. They have ones that connect to your Google Dot or your Alexa. I got to whisper. Oh, she heard me. Man, you know, she's nosy.
You got to turn your sensitivity down.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, your sensitivity.
I got to whisper.
Yeah, because she's picking up your voice. He's talking about his Alexa.
Yeah.
I had to whisper it myself.
Exactly. Dude, I'll be watching TV and someone will say her name and she comes on and I'm like,
she's like, did somebody call me? Somebody call me?
Yeah. I'm going to change her name to Rosie.
Hey,
you remember Rosie from the Jetsons?
Yeah. I thought you were talking about Rosie, the Riveter.
No.
She passed away, man. She just passed away. The lady that was...
Yeah, she was like 110.
89.
Well, it seemed like she's been around for a long time. Hey, when was she? That was in the 50s.
Yeah.
Or was that the 40s?
40s, yeah.
That was World War II.
Yeah, the
wow.
40s, man. You know, that's it.
Well, if she was, how old? 89?
89.
Okay.
And see, my grandfather was in World War II, and he passed away, what was it, 6 years? Yeah, 6 years ago at 89.
He was 89?
Yeah, when he passed away. Because my grandmother's 95 now. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, still doing everything she could do.
And you got some lifeline in your background.
Man, we had a cousin, my grandfather, on the Falconer side. He had a cousin that lived to be 108. He owned a roofing company that he had passed on to his sons, and the sons had passed on to their sons. They used to have to fight to keep him from trying to do roofing jobs at 106.
Let me tell you something. I watched a documentary on the 4 places on the planet that people average longer living than anyone else. And I forget where it was. It didn't matter. What was important was all of these people were like in their mid to late 90s.
Uh-huh.
And you know what they all had in common?
What was that?
They were still working.
Yeah, because once you sit down and stop,
You're done.
you're done. My grandfather, he had a stroke, and his stroke kept him from doing things. But before that, he was still working and doing stuff up until that point, man.
Right.
The dude, you couldn't stop him from doing stuff. And that was the thing that amazed me. We used to have to tell him, no, you don't have to do that. I do it. No, I got it. You can't argue with your grandfather, first of all.
No.
That's a no-win. But it was like, come on, man, I can do this. No, I got it. And you sit back and you watch and he do it.
Right.
I'm like, I want to be like that at that age. I really do. But the only way you can do that is, like you said, you got to keep working.
Got to keep working.
You got to keep working.
So anyway, what do we got coming up this week?
A lot, man.
You know what I got?
What's that?
I am going to be smoking some cigars. I'm hoping for a good week at work
You're
where I'm
not the
not
only
stressed and I'm not having to do more than what I'm used to.
Yeah, I'll be in my second phase of hiring. I'll be doing a lot of interviews, so I'll be smoking a lot of sticks. You're sitting here with people and you're trying to figure out who would be best for my team. You know, people look good on paper,
Right?
Until you get them in front of you.
Are we at that stage?
Oh yeah, I'm at that stage now.
Wow. So what's going to happen with, because I want to ask you about a rumor.
What's that?
I heard you guys on the 49ers might be getting a new quarterback.
Here's my heart. Yeah, I got loud with that.
Yeah, you did. Boom.
It would be hard for me to cheer for this guy, but he would be a part of my team.
But as a fan, do you want to replace Garoppolo with the greatest quarterback of all time?
Well, the greatest quarterback we already had. This is the second greatest to me. But you know how I talked about Garoppolo all year long.
Yeah, me too.
And it wasn't great conversations because I didn't think he was as elite as people wanted him to be.
He's no Brady.
And it showed.
He's no
because
Brady.
If we'd had Brady, I hate Rodgers, but if we'd had Rodgers, that last drive would have been totally different.
Oh, well, yeah.
It'd have been totally different.
If you had Brady or Rodgers.
It'd have been totally different. It would have been totally different. And I have to say that. Because when you have guys that have been under that gun for so many times and they've succeeded, they know what they need to do to win. You put them in those positions, they come through.
Right.
They come through.
It ain't nothing but a thing because they've been there, they've done that.
There's nothing you can throw at them that is new to them. That is new. So anything they can dissect and they can try to find a way. The only thing that causes the fall off is a drop pass, a fumble, or somebody missing a block.
Right.
Those are the things that derail that process. But when you have those generals in place, bruh, it's a no-brainer. If we'd have had one of them.
Yeah, but you think about this. When you got someone like Tom Brady, people aren't missing blocks. And you want to know why?
Because they don't want to have to deal with him afterwards.
No, because before the play even goes off, he's telling them before he hikes the ball, hey, you watch this guy because he's cutting in a little bit. Yeah. You watch that guy because he's leaning outside.
You know what I felt? And I was angry about in the game.
I almost knocked my coffee over again.
Bruh, put it over there. I was angry about. I was looking at Mahomes in that game, and my mindset went back to Brady-ish. We cannot let this guy get the ball with any time left and an opportunity. And what did he do?
Let me tell you something. Mahomes is going to be good for a long time.
He is.
I think he could be one of the next greats.
He is, as long as he can stay up, because he's not a running quarterback. He's not.
No.
But he will run when he has to. He's Russell Wilson like. I will run when I have to.
He may be like him in that aspect.
That's what I'm just talking about. But in that aspect,
arm
is way
and
better.
The ability to throw the ball on the run.
But you put one thing I like about Russell is that instinct. He has a fighter's instinct. No matter what, he feels he can win that game.
Right.
No matter what's going on.
Because he's been there.
He's been there. You put that in Mahomes, it's lights out. It's going to be over. He's going to be the Brady of the AFC from going forward.
I think he's there.
I hate to say it, but it's true.
I mean, at this point in time,
I hate to say it, but it's true.
He's already there.
I hate to say it, but it's true. And look at how many teams passed on that young man. Look at how many teams sitting back like, how did we miss this? Yeah. Yeah.
And Kansas City traded up to get him
Yes,
because the New Orleans Saints were going to take him.
They were going to and think of him in New Orleans with Sean Payton's mindset. Oh my goodness. He's already fostering under what's his name, the coach there?
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid.
And I'm so glad Andy Reid won a Super Bowl.
Man, you put oh goodness. Dude.
So
Hey. I just
well, that's our football talk for the next 2
out.
months.
Lights out. Man.
When is the draft?
It's supposed to be in April.
Okay.
But the way they're talking, it may be suspended depending upon the situation.
I don't know why they would. What I would do is just not do it in person. They could do it online and do.
Dude, it's supposed to be in Jerry World again, isn't it?
I don't know, but what I'm saying is you could do it just like guys do their online fantasy draft.
That would be so cool.
That would be cool.
That would be
just
so cool.
watching it on the screen and nobody, you know what I mean?
That'd be so cool, man. That'd be so cool.
Jerry Jones just called in.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I mean, they're not there anyway.
No, they're not.
I mean, I don't know when we turn the draft into an event. You know what I mean?
Turns into an event, man.
Right? Because if you can squeeze $1 out of it,
they're gonna do it. They're
right.
gonna do it. They're gonna do it.
So,
man.
well, hey guys, hope you enjoyed the show this week. We had a good time doing the unscripted. We normally stick to a pretty strict format, but this week we just felt, it's Saturday. I'm in my PJs. Let's just smoke and have a good time.
Well, I wish you had pictures of that to give to people.
Nobody wants to see that. Nobody.
It's hilarious. I'm sitting there looking at it. It's hilarious.
Hey guys, y'all have a good week. Till next time.
Keep smoking.